Hello, welcome back to Pedestal Wife Society. My name is Braille, and today I really want to talk about how to develop grit and become a top tier woman. But before I get into that content, Merry Christmas. By the time you see this, it will be Christmas Day. Love bugs, Pedestal Wives, Inner Circle, and women who come across this video. You do not become a top tier woman by allowing the people who tear you down to become your circle. You do not become a top tier woman by complaining, whining, and being a helpless little girl. You only become of what you dream by rising to the challenge. You only become of what you want to be by developing grit. You only become the woman that you want to become for today and in 2023 by creating habits that will help you to rise to the challenge. See, at one time, I was not this girl, this woman, the pedestal wife that you see before you. I was the complainer, the whiner, the helpless little girl. I was her. Growing up, being raised by my grandmother and not having access to my mother that a growing little girl needs, and listening to the opinions of adults from a helpless little girl perspective did not help my self-confidence. It did not help me become top tier or develop grit or learning how to raise to the challenge. What it helped me to do, it helped me to crush myself a little further. It helped me to lower my self-worth and my self-confidence. Allowing people who are coming into your life to tear you down will not help you to reach the top levels of top tier. It will not help you become better. I listen to grown adults tear me down. I listen to my peers look at me as though I'm weird and quirky. I looked at my community not come together or just not feeling like I was a part of one. I looked at those things, and if I would have stayed there, and if I would have complained more, if I would have just whined more, if I would have just sunk more into myself and gave in to being a helpless little girl, I would have never became a top tier woman. And see, the only way you would develop grit is if you learn how to take what they said about you and build your house and let it become your challenge. The only way that you would develop grit, if you would develop goals and not let anyone detour you from actually winning. See, you won't get it so wrong. The internet has it so wrong. And this is something I've learned. This is a little bit of wisdom that I think every woman needs. You will not become or get on top by being more intelligent. You will not become or get on top by being more hardworking. You will not become or get on top by being just pretty. You will not be on top by being the most intelligent, the most hardworking. You really know what does it? What will make sure you're a top tier woman, will make sure that you'll win, that will make sure you come on top every single time and overcome all of your challenges, is being consistent. It's not the most talented person that actually is the top tier woman. It's not the most intelligent woman, it's the top tier woman. It's not the most prettiest woman, it's the top tier woman. It's the woman that shows up every single time, is very consistent and doesn't allow people to detour her from her goals, that helps her to develop that grit and makes her a top tier woman. If you were to look at everything and anything that's a competition, it is not the woman that is the most talented that wins. It's the woman that shows up. It's the woman that's more consistent. It's the woman that believes in herself and has a knowing and self-worth about herself, that she shows up every single time and is willing to just be consistent. That is the person that will be top tier in the end. If you make it a practice to win, even small wins count. Even small wins, something small, taking account in though that's when, instead of always looking at when you lose and getting down on yourself because you didn't win that time, or getting down on yourself because you didn't get that prize. If you were to make it a deliberate practice to celebrate your small wins and show up consistently and to have goals and not detour or get off the journey that you have for yourself, you will come up on top every single time, and you will be that top tier woman that you admire. But what happens that as soon as something doesn't go right, we tend to whine. As soon as something doesn't go our way, we tend to complain. As soon as we feel like that we didn't get something because we felt like we were better, we are knocked out of that position, and we lose ourselves along the way, and we don't develop grit, and we don't challenge ourselves. The thing is, what you have to realize that no one is coming to save you. No one is coming to swoop in and save you from your circumstances. It's all on you. And that is what a top tier woman does. She comes in and she's her own hero. And by being her own hero, she tends to attract other heroes. She tends to attract other winners. She tends to attract other consistent beings. But you will not be a top tier woman until you develop grit. And you develop grit by putting your head down, being consistent, not allowing people to detour you from what you're trying to accomplish, and celebrating your small wins. See, the thing is, the victor, the winner, the top tier woman is the woman who showed up, is the woman who was consistent, is the woman who realized that I'm not going to allow someone's words to knock me off of my journey, to put me back to where I left. Baby, never go backwards, always go forward. Become the top tier woman of your dreams. Develop grit, consistency, perseverance. Develop that within yourself, and you will see that you will be on top every single time. You'll be the woman that you want to be. But this is something you have to do for yourself. And in January, we're going to start that direction for this platform. I'm literally going to start talking about things that really matter. I'm going to start talking more about family. I'm going to start talking more about relationship. I'm going to talk about things that's going to help you win in 2023. If you want to begin this process with me, I'm going to be going on a spiritual weight loss journey. I've already done it once before. I'm going to put a picture here of myself here in this corner, and you're going to see how I developed grit, but I also developed a sense of spirituality that helped me to keep weight off. And I'm going to teach you my ways. And if you want to be a part of this in January, I'm going to link that down below. But develop grit. Develop and challenge yourself to be consistent on your journey. Stop whining. Stop complaining. You're not a helpless little girl anymore. You got this. And you're going to be victorious. And I will see you all in the next one.